Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Cracking the Technical Interview. In this channel we disclose almost all the technical questions that are asked mostly in product-based company. My name is Anindo, working as technical recruiter, and I am here to help you so that everyone can land their job in their dream company. So let's start the journey. Hello guys and welcome to another video tutorial series on linked list. And today we're gonna discuss on another important topic, that is removing a loop from a linked list. So here in this tutorial I will be also providing two solutions, one with the brute force approach and second with the optimal solution. So let's start. So before jumping into the solution, first let's understand the problem. So this is actually a continuation to my previous video, that is detecting of a loop. So the question can be detect and remove a loop from a linked list. So this video I have divided into two sections. First is the detection of the loop and second is the removal of the loop from a linked list. If you do not know how to detect a loop in a linked list, I would highly recommend you to watch my previous video where I have given the complete solution of how to detect a loop in a linked list in the optimized time. So let's proceed with the second part, that is removing of a loop from the linked list. So let's first understand the problem using our whiteboard session. So let's start. So first we will start with our brute force approach. So if you have watched my previous video, you must be knowing that in my previous solution in detecting the loop, I was using an extra and auxiliary space in the memory location to detect the loop in the linked list. So in this solution of removing the loop, here also I will be enhancing that previous problem so that it will be easy to understand the solution. So what we will do to solve this problem is just like my previous video tutorial. Here also I will be using an additional data structure, that is a hash set. And here I will be using two pointers, one as pointer that will be pointing to the first element of the linked list, and second as a previous that will point to a null object for the first time. So as you already know that each node of the linked list is associated with an address in the memory location. So let's first define the address to individual node. So let's assume these are the address location of this corresponding node of the linked list. So just like the previous example, we need to first start a pointer from the head of the linked list, that is the first node of our linked list. Now as we will move forward, we will keep a track of all the memory location in our hash set, and if that location is not present in the hash set, we will insert that address in this memory location. And if the hash set already contains that address, means we identify that there is a loop within the linked list and we just need to set the pointer of that node as null. So let me demonstrate what I mean to say. So let's take example that we have the pointer PTR at the first node of our linked list. Now first it will check what is the address location over here. So for this time it is 100. So it will check the hash set that whether the address location 100 is present over here or not. So in this case, it is not present, it will push the address location 100 in the hash set. So one more thing we need to do before moving the pointer forward, we need to initialize the previous with the previous object. That is, the previous will be pointing to this object. Now again, it will check whether this memory location 101 is present in our hash set or not. So it is not present, so we will add that address location over here. Then we will initialize the previous with the current object, that is the previous will right now point over here, and then we will move the pointer forward, that is the pointer will point to this new location, and we will keep on iterating this process until we find a match in the hash set. Now at this stage, our previous and pointer both are pointing to the element 4, that is memory location 105. Now in the next step, what it will do, it will try to move forward. So the pointer will move forward to its next location, that is 103. Now it will try to check whether the address location 103 is present over in the hash set or not. So in this case, we have this 103 memory location in the hash set. So our while loop will terminate over there and we'll set the pointer of the previous object, that is this, to null. Means this thing will set to null. And hence we are deleting this connection from the linked list. Thus we are removing the loop within the linked list. And I think this approach is quite simple and easy to understand. So let's write the Java program to understand this problem. So let's name this program as removing node. So here also we will pass one parameter, that is the head of the linked list. Now the first step, what we have to do, we have to initialize two pointer. One is the pointer that will point to the current object, and number two, the previous pointer that will point to null. Next step is we need to create a hash set as a container where we will be storing all the memory location that we have encountered. So let's create an empty hash set which will contain elements of type link node. Now what we need to do, we need to iterate this pointer object forward until we encounter null. So now what we will do, we will check whether the address of this pointer is present in the hash set or not. So if it contains the memory location, what we will do, we will set pointer of the previous node to null. And we will break the loop. And if the hash set does not contain the address, we will just add the address over here. And just before moving this pointer forward, we will keep track of this address. So we will set the previous to this current object, that is previous equals to pointer. And then we will move the pointer object forward. And here we are ending the while loop. And at the end, we will return the head of the linked list. This is pretty much the solution to this problem. This is quite simple. So let's understand what we did over here. So here what we did, we have set two pointers. One pointer that points to the first node of our linked list and one previous that is pointing to the previous object. For the first time, it is pointing to null. Now we are iterating the loop using our pointer object. And as we are iterating the loop, we are keep tracking of all the address of the nodes in our hash set. So as we move forward, we will first see whether the address of this node is present on the hash set or not. If the address is not present in the hash set, we will add the address of that node to the hash set and we will set the previous pointer to the current node, that is the pointer, and we will move the pointer forward. And we will keep iterating this process until we find a match in the hash set. So once we see that the address location is present in the hash set, at that time we will break our iteration over there and we will set the pointer of the previous object to null. And thus we are removing the loop within the linked list. I think the solution of this problem is quite straightforward and easy to understand if you had gone through my previous video of detecting the loop in the linked list. So if you have any problem regarding the solution of this problem, let me know in the comment section below. But here also you can see we are using an auxiliary memory location hash set that increases the complexity of our program. That is, the space complexity of this program is order of n, which is not recommended. So we need to optimize our solution so that we do not use any additional space for solving this problem. So let's move to the next approach for the solution and the optimized solution of solving this problem. So far we were solving this problem using an additional auxiliary space for the hash set, which was increasing the complexity of our problem to order of n. But with this approach, we will be using no auxiliary and additional space to solve this problem. So let's start with understanding the optimized solution of this problem. So to solve this problem in the optimized way, here also we will be using two pointers, one as a slow pointer and one as a fast pointer. Which will point to the first node of our linked list. The approach of solving this type of problem with the slow and the fast pointer is quite efficient and helpful during interview. So if you do not have the in-depth knowledge of this concept of slow and the fast pointer, I would highly recommend you to go through my previous video tutorials where I have solved many problems using this concept. So let's get back to this problem of removing the loop of the linked list. So just like the solution I have given in my previous video for the optimal solution of detecting the loop, here also we will move this two pointer forward till they meet together. So if this two pointer meets together, we can easily identify that there is a loop within the linked list. And once we detect that there is a loop within the linked list, we will move to the next solution, that is removing of that node. So what we will do over here, to understand that whether there is a loop in the linked list or not, we will move the slow pointer one step and we will move the first pointer as twice the speed of the slower pointer. So for the first iteration, the slow pointer will move one step, that is over here. And the first pointer will move two steps, that is one step, two steps. So it will move to here. On the second iteration, the slow pointer will be over here and the first pointer will move two steps, that is 1 and 2, that is it will point to this node. And as soon as this two pointer meets with each other, we identify that there is a loop within the linked list. So we have successfully completed the first step of detecting the loop within the linked list. Now our next step is to remove that. So what we'll do for the next step is we will set the slow pointer again back to its initial state, that is the head of the linked list. So right now our slower pointer is pointing to the initial node, that is the first node of our linked list, and the first node is still at the position where we have detected a collision. Now from here what we will do, we will move this slower pointer and the fast pointer in their normal speed, that is one step at a time. And before moving it forward, we will check that the next address which it is pointing to, whether they're equal or not. So if it is equal, then we will stop the iteration over there. So what we will do, we will check whether the address of the next location of the two pointers are equal or not. So here in this case, the slower pointer is pointing to 101 location and the first pointer is pointing to 105. So it doesn't match, so we will move the pointer forward one step. So our slower pointer will be pointing to the next element, that is 2, and the first pointer will also move one step at a time, that is it will point over here. Now in the second iteration, we will check whether the address of the next pointer is equal or not. So here the next address what the slower pointer is pointing to is 103. And the first pointer is also pointing to the element 103. So here you can see we got a match. And thus we conclude that the element that is next to this slower and the first pointer, that is the memory location 103, is the point where the loop begins. So what we need to do, we need to reassign the address of the first pointer to null, and thus we are breaking the loop within the linked list. So this approach is quite good, tricky and useful. So let's write the Java program to understand the problem. So let's name this method as removing the loop. And here also we will pass the head of the linked list as the parameter. Now the first thing we need to do, we need to assign two pointers, the slow pointer and the first pointer both pointing to the head of the linked list. So the next thing what we need to do, we need to iterate the slow and the first pointer in the forward location until and unless we need a null object. So let's write the while loop. And the first thing we will check whether the address of the slow pointer is equal to first pointer or not. If it is yes, we will break the while loop, detecting that yes, we have encountered a loop within the linked list. If not, we will move the slow pointer in its normal speed and the first pointer in twice of its speed. And thus here this is the first step of solving the problem, that is detecting loop in the linked list. So if this condition satisfies, we understand that there is a loop within this linked list. So the next step is like we need to set the slower pointer back to its original form, that is the head of the linked list. So the next thing what we will do, that if this condition already satisfied, means we have already detected a loop over here, means we already know that there is a loop. Then what we'll do, the next step is we will set the slow pointer back to its initial position, that is head of the linked list. So let's reassign the slow pointer back to head. Now what we'll do, until and unless the address next to the slow pointer and the first pointer doesn't match, we will keep on iterating. So we will write a while loop, that is still slow.next not equal to fast.next. We will keep moving both the pointer with its normal speed. And once this condition satisfies, we identify the node where the loop actually begins. So after that, we just need to set the address of the first pointer to null to break the loop. And we will close this if conditions. And at the end, we will return the head of the linked list. So I believe this approach is quite simple. So if you see that this part is for detecting the loop and this part is for removal of the loop. So the idea and the concept is quite simple if you understand the approach. So let's understand what we did over here. So for the first time we set two pointers, the slow pointer and the first pointer, to the head of the linked list. Now for detecting a loop of the linked list, we will keep iterating the slow pointer in its normal speed and the first pointer with a speed that is double the speed of the slow pointer. And we will keep checking that whether the slow pointer meets the first pointer or not. And once the slow pointer meets the first pointer, we will break the while loop over here. And then we will set the slow pointer back to its previous position, that is the first node of our linked list. So from here, our attempt to removing the loop begins. So what we will do, we will move both the slow pointer and the first pointer in its normal speed, that is one step at a time. And we will keep checking the next address it is pointing to. And if there is a match, we will break the while loop again. So here we find that both the pointer, the first pointer and the slow pointer is pointing to the memory location 103. And then we will set the address of the first pointer to null, and hence we are deleting the loop from the linked list. I hope this approach is pretty clear to you. If not, please let me know in the comment section below. If you want, you can solve this problem in many other approaches also. So also do let me know if you like any other approaches or if you get any better solution to this problem. So let's move to the next question for our technical interview. So let's see you in my next video. Thank you.